G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode. Now, it has been a while since I last put up a video, and to be honest, the past couple of months have just been absolutely hectic. I've done a fair bit of work on this car, which I'd love to show you guys, and I think I'll show you a bit more in detail on the next episode. But on this episode, I'll be more or less capturing my old man's build. So as you probably remember, a couple of months ago, we drove it from Adelaide all the way up to Darwin. And then I decided to take it on as a project simultaneously whilst working on mine. And I'm absolutely rapt to say that I've actually finished that project off and now fully focusing on this. So this episode is just a bit of a recount over the whole build, and it also gives you a bit of an insight into the road trip that I actually jumped in with my old man, his mate, and also my sister all the way down to Adelaide on their journey back to Sydney. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and let me know what you guys think. You guys are probably thinking, car looks sweet, it's all coming together, and there's not a lot of work to get done to get across the line. However, I had the car out one evening and I was packing up the shed, started to jump in the work ute and start to lock up. And I actually put the high beam on the old man's Range Rover and could see all these light spots all through the paintwork. And I was just like, oh, you're kidding me, not round two of painting a car again for the second time. So out of frustration, I sort of left, came back the next day, took all the bits and bobs that I actually had already started putting back on the car off, and contacted Isaiah, and a couple of days later we decided to back the entire car, take the clear coat off it and roll it back into the shed to respray it. Now the problem was, unfortunately, with the limited lighting that we got in the shed, it's hard to see whether we're getting adequate cover all the way through. And like, I was with Isaiah walking around and we were both like, yeah, sweet, all seems to be laying really nicely. However, unfortunately, it's not until you get like proper sunlight onto a paint that you can actually see all the little minor details. And of course, a bit of better lighting would definitely have helped. And so second time round, I got a lot more lights and set that all up around the shed so that we ensured that we had adequate cover over the whole entire car. So a little bit of a lesson learned there. As frustrating as it is, it's sort of another thing to put in the memory bank when it comes to painting a car. And yeah, look, at the end it actually ended up working out in our favour, because we were able to see a couple of sort of minor dents and minor little imperfections that we were able to sort out the second round, and similar to this actually. And as a result, the whole entire car came out better. So let's check it out. there you have it, guys. I think that's like 6 weeks wrapped in a 10-minute video. And as frustrating as it was to paint the car twice, I think it just came out so much better than I previously anticipated. And so, look, it seems like second time's a charm with me when it comes to painting cars. And look, I'm happy with it. As long as it comes out better than I previously thought, stoked. Now, this next section of the video is pretty much a highlight as to, like, you know, why I spend so much on my afternoons and my weekends working on this car. And that is really just to get these cars back out on the open road and actually adventuring and touring with them. I mean, you could lock them up in a shed all day, take awesome photos and do a drive every now and then at a coffee shop or a car run, that sort of stuff. It doesn't really entice me, and my thing is I want to get that car out and enjoy it in a different avenue. And look, it was pretty awesome with this car to actually get it back out on the open road pretty much like a couple days after I was finished with it. And just to see my old man's reaction when he saw that car was just absolutely priceless. I was pretty fortunate in the fact that my sister actually flew down from the UK. Now, I hadn't seen her for 4 years, so it was a pretty special sort of experience. And my dad's mate Keith, I've known him pretty much since my childhood, when I was like so young, like 5, 6 years old. Keith is one of those ones who've pretty much fostered this passion of cars, and he ended up teaching me how to fix these old Range Rovers on the hobby farm that we had, get them up and running after I, you know, smashed them into trees, or mates and I just did stupid things with it. So to be able to share that experience with Keith and also my dad as well, and do that road trip, was just on another whole new level. So yeah, I won't ramble on too much here, but hopefully you guys enjoy the next section of this.